All right, we're going to get ready to do the potassium lamp test.
Great.
Remember, we always have to follow the yellow flag for our group. And on there, there's always the letter of what zone we are in. Could you record on yours that we're in zone D right now?
Sure.
I'm going to go through this step by step so you can figure out how to actually do the test itself. We're going to read the directions and we're going to follow through step by step.
Okay.
First, we're going to actually clear an area.
Okay.
Get rid of all the leaf litter. And then we're going to open up our potassium kit. And in our potassium kit, it says step 1 that we're going to need a test tube, which is right here. And notice that it is graduated. And we are going to utilize the potassium extracting solution. And we're going to pour at least 7 milliliters, so we needed to go to the 7th line.
I'll do that.
Now remember, you're going to have to squeeze really slowly. Now, we want to make sure we get the smiley face or the
meniscus.
Exactly, and we have to look at it exactly at
eye level.
Keep going, we're not quite there.
Go really slow near the end so you don't overfill, because you'll have to pour it back into the bottle if you do.
Excellent. There you are. Okay, step 2, we need to get 4 spoons of soil. So you want to grab our spoon from our section and notice that it says 0.5 grams. That's exactly what we need. So
4 scoops.
Let's grab 4 scoops of soil.
Okay, scooping the soil doesn't have to be perfect. If you have some that's overfill on the scoop, you can scrape it off with your other glove and just tap. Doesn't have to be perfect. 3. Just get a little bit level. And about 4.
And you want to make sure not to push it too hard because then it's hard to get it in the actual...
Yeah.
And now that the solution has soil in it, if you look at it carefully, it looks like it's starting to dispense and there's a few little bubbles there.
Mm-hmm. Could be air bubbles trapped in the soil.
Exactly. Let's go to step 3 while you write those observations down.
Okay.
In observation 3, it tells us, direction-wise, add a cap and then gently
mix
for 1 minute.
We're not going to shake the test tube. We're going to tilt it back and forth. You can get your stopwatch and press start.
And I'm going to gently mix it for a minute. Notice it's like a teeter-totter.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Wow, we could record all kinds of stuff happening here. In step 4, they tell us to let it rest, remove the cap, and allow it to stand the soil to settle until the liquid above the soil is clear.
Let me write down some observations.
Next, we're going to grab a pipette. This one happens to have a black lid. Some may say a red lid. And you will have to squeeze the pipette, place it into the test tube, but do not get too close to the soil, and slowly pull the liquid from the solution. And then we're going to transfer it into the next test tube. Now, so we're going to separate the liquid from the test tube by, again, squeezing the bulb so we're not agitating the soil. Put it into the solution, but not too close to the soil. Release the bulb slowly, drawing the clear liquid into the pipette. And then we don't want to make sure we pull no soil into it. And we're actually filling the second test tube to line 5, which is 5 milliliters.
have to do that a few times.
Again, squeeze, slowly lift, squeeze, slowly lift, squeeze, slowly lift, we're almost to the smiley face.
Gotta make sure you don't get any soil in the bottom of this one.
I know, so I have to be very careful to get close to the side, but no soil. And hopefully we will hit the meniscus, or quote, the smiley face. Wow, we just made it.
Perfect.
Remember, you have to look at it at eye level so that you can see that it's 5 mLs.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to recap and put this aside, and we're going to get ready to do step 6.
Okay.
In step 6, we actually, before we recap it,
didn't we have to write down observations?
Oh, yes. Let's write our observations down. What do we notice about the liquid?
Let's see.
Looks pretty clear to me.
Yeah.
Just maybe a little bit, a little cloudy.
But it's not any specific color, really. It's just like a clear
Tint.
Cloudy white, a little bit.
A little bit. All right, in step 6, we're supposed to add 1 potassium indicator tablet to the soil to extract into the second tube. So can we go ahead and grab?
In your kit, you'll find little tablet packets. You'll rip one open, take the tablet out, put it inside the container.
And so in section 6, you're going to start recording what you see, and you'll see that there are little bubbles starting to appear. We're going to cap it and gently, in step 7, gently start dissolving. The purplish color will appear soon. All right, it's turning a little bit like a purple color, so we need to record that on step 7.
Okay.
And then we're going to start on step 8, which is you're going to add potassium solution, 2 drops at a time, and we have to keep the count. So go ahead and open it. Add 2 drops at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like it's turning blue. 8. Probably on that 8th one is about as blue as it's going to get.
Okay.
So once it turns blue, you have to stop adding when the color changes from purple to blue. Let's look, and can you record that it took 8 drops for us to get to it to become blue.
8 drops.
And we could take a look at that to see 0 to 8 means it's very high, and we want to record that it took 8 drops in order, and we'll circle very high potassium level. If you notice, it's more blue than it is what?
Purple.
Purple.